What up, unit? Give me a minute. Let me get my audio going, guys. 2 seconds. Hold on. All right. Ow. What's up, guys? What up, JR9 Gaming? Wrestling is fantastic. Lucas Allen's up in here. MD Gaming. What's up? War Dog. Christopher Blackshear's up in here. Dre Sean. Steve-O Speaks. Fury 9000. Cat Muffins 24. Easy E18. Lord French Fries. Eddie. Brandon Armstrong. Pedro W. Warrior Nation. Elijah Hayes. Alzen Rios. Ray Hunt. James Miller. Michael R. Jesse Cole. DeMonte Mabry. War Dog, what's going on, man? Tomeo the Gamer's up in here. What's up, guy? We got to talk some TakeOver vengeance, man. I'll try not to keep you. Daniel Smith, what's up? Damien. Opening? It's going fast. I can't. Donovan Hall. Kick out. What's going on? Tariq. It's going fast, guys. I can't get everybody, but... So hopefully I won't keep you guys here too long, man. We're going to talk some vengeance. TakeOver NXT last night. I felt it was deserving of such. At least a half an hour. Who knows? We might go a fucking hour. You never know. First, I want to just touch up on some news I got for Raw tonight. Apparently, they're going to go with the tradition that they've had the last couple of years. They're going to have a gauntlet match ahead of Elimination Chamber. Drew McIntyre, Miz, Sheamus, AJ Styles, Jeff Hardy, whoever the fuck else I'm missing. The winner of this gauntlet match tonight will go last in the Elimination Chamber. I don't personally like that. It should be a surprise at the pay-per-view. That's like giving away the 30th entrant in the Royal Rumble. No, thank you. Don't need it. I'd rather be surprised. That's what the pay-per-view is for. Let's keep some suspense. If there's only 6 dudes anyway, 6, 7, what is it? 6 or 7, guys, in the chamber for Drew McIntyre's title. I think it's 6, correct? Hold on. I'm on a 5-second delay, guys, so one of you guys will tell me in a second. 6. Lucas, thank you. So 6 dudes. You take one away that we're going to know is in the final spot. So what the fuck are we getting for a surprise? 5? 2 have to start the fucking match. So we're only going to have 3 surprises. Who's going when in the Elimination Chamber? There's going to be 2 to start. We already know the last. Half of this fucking chamber will be decided. Come on, man. War Dog with that 5 spot. I see you, dog. Thank you. Literally, I see you, dog. War Dog, tried and true, man. Let's crack this son of a bitch for War Dog. Getting the Ant-Man a coffee right from the jump, man. We're doing mocha again from the fine people at Starbucks, just so you guys know. Thank you, War Dog. Means a lot. Shake this bitch up. But yeah, so we're doing an Elimination Chamber match. They're trying to capture lightning in a bottle again. You guys remember a couple of years ago, Seth Rollins had a fantastic performance. Last year, Kofi Kingston shocked the world. And he had such a good performance in the gauntlet match that he went to get a championship at Mania. Kofi Mania stemmed from that gauntlet match. But I don't expect that tonight. Now, if they go and they perform something fucking drastic tonight, somebody is a breakout star, and it's done organically, it doesn't feel forced to try to get the same reception as the last 2 years, then I'll come in front of this review tomorrow and I'll say I was wrong. But I don't see it happening tonight. I think this is a lame attempt to just rehash exactly what they did the past couple of years. Fill in the last spot for the chamber, and you're taking away some surprise factor. That's how I feel, man. What do you guys think, man? Do you like this gauntlet match to decide who is the last participant in the chamber? Yes or no? I always like to poll you guys here, man. Make sure I'm not the only one that's fucking... maybe some people do like it. Who knows? King J, I'm with you, man. Eddie, no. Warrior Nation, Snallygaster, nah. And Drew, it's no way Drew getting pinned. Elijah, yeah. Well, with this company, you never know, Elijah. Dre Sean says no, too. It's kind of boring now, so no, says Ray. Antoine, easy. James Miller, nah, man. Brandon says it's stupid. Damien says fuck no. Carlos, what's going on, Carlos? Carlos says no. It's stupid, man. They're just resting on the laurels from the last couple of years, man. And in the process, you're just taking some of the suspense for the chamber. Not that it was that suspenseful anyway, but Fit Spaceman, $2.99. I see that, dog. Thank you. Salute to my supers already, man. Salute to you guys, man. Mocha Frap from the fine people at Starbucks. I'm not getting paid to say that, by the way. This just keeps me amplified for you guys. Even when talking about NXT, which, by the way, not a lot of people follow anymore. So a lot of you guys might not have even seen the event last night. Maybe you didn't even know the storylines, but you caught the event. So a lot of it you didn't really care about. We're going to talk about it. Thank you, Fit Spaceman. Hey, Chatty's all right. I see you, BC. Christopher Blackshear with a $9.99. That's a couple of coffees. Thank you, Christopher. Something tells me tonight's Go Home Raw will disappoint. Over the past few months, and especially after last night, O'Reilly can be a top single star if they give him a chance. Christopher, if that chance is going to come for O'Reilly, it's going to have to be right now. After what we saw last night, there's no stringing this along. There's no 50-50 booking him, and then maybe in 8 months they'll revisit this. I agree, Christopher, but it's right now. Now, Christopher Blackshear, I'm going to ask one question. Is he ready to go promo-wise? He cut some good promo with the Era promos. Is he ready to rock? I mean, this was our concern when Ricochet got to the roster. Here he's been on the main roster for a while now, and Ricochet still can't cut a solid promo. Apollo, what is hindering Apollo more than anything? Besides the old man in Stamford, Connecticut? The fact that he can't get promos down. So a lot of these NXT cats and a lot of these guys and gals on the independents, full throttle on talent. But once you get them on a mic, they don't really captivate you. So it's going to be interesting to see O'Reilly and what he can do going forward. Same with Fish if they decide. I mean, it looks like they're going to separate. Nah, maybe not. I don't know. We'll see, man. We'll see. I don't know what they're doing. I don't even try to gauge NXT anymore because a lot of what they do is kind of countering AEW. You know what I mean? If they're doing a specialized Wednesday event, they're going to counter that. If they have a team like the Young Bucks, they're going to counter with, who was it? MSK? I mean, they're always going to do something that coincides with what AEW is doing. And they have to. AEW is beating them right now on Wednesday. So there's not much more they can do. They have to do that. But, I mean, you don't got to be so fucking obvious about it. You know? I mean, you could tone it down a little bit. But yeah, Christopher, now's the time. Anyway, that was a long-winded answer. Because I'm thinking about it as I'm speaking about it. I'm thinking about it more and more. And I just don't know if O'Reilly can hold a main event spot. But now's the time to find out. You either sink or swim. You got to give a dude a chance. We'll see. Thank you, Christopher. Jer9 Gaming up in here with that 5-spot. Woofy. Jer9. Always good to see you, my friend. Cole turning on Era is perfect. He is a better heel, and Era couldn't do anything else in NXT together. And O'Reilly versus Cole will be awesome. Wrestling-wise, absolutely. The story's sitting in their lap, so they really can't fuck that up. It'll be interesting to see where O'Reilly goes after the Adam Cole feud. That's where it's going to be kind of cool to see him kind of blossom and flourish on his own. Or not, if he completely falls on his face. But I don't think he's going to. But yeah, as far as what Undisputed Era has done so far, I mean, pretty much everything. There's nothing left to do there. I guess you split them up. I don't know. I could have found a little bit more. But Cole is better as a heel, man. Jer9 Gaming with another 2-spot. Thoughts on Cross versus Balor, possibly at Mania 37. I say, why not? You could easily fill 5 matches for a takeover that weekend and not have to put the NXT title on the line. Nobody that watches NXT is going to be pissed off that the main title is not on the line because we know we're getting it the next night at WrestleMania. And you could easily, with the abundance of talent, and we're going to talk about more talent in the form of Eli Drake that they just got in, and many others that they're getting in NXT. I mean, this pond is getting more fill and fuller and fuller and fuller. Where does everybody go? How can you possibly have that much talent in one organization and you're only putting on 5 matches per takeover? A lot of people are not getting spots. So I'm all for Jero9 Gaming. That's another long-winded answer to a short question. But I am absolutely for Cross versus Balor. No question. Papo Jr. with a 2-spot up in here. What up, Papo? I'm late to the party. Salute, BC, and the AMP unit. Nah, you ain't late, man. We just been talking about Raw and a stupid Gauntlet match for tonight. And I'm just taking some supers, so yeah, man. You ain't late, Papo. We didn't even start the NXT review. I said I wasn't gonna keep you guys here long. We haven't even started this. Thank you, Papo. All right, so what I want to do, I want to get right into the first match. Well, we start the event, NXT TakeOver Vengeance Day, with the finals of the Women's Dusty Classic. 2 of my gals facing off here. My gal Ember Moon and my gal Dakota Kai. Of course, Sonya Deville 5.0 is tagging with Dakota. I mean, she looks just like Sonya Deville, only jacked. I mean, she is jacked. But you look at her face, she is just like Sonya Deville. You can think they're twins. When I first saw Gonzalez, I honestly thought that was Sonya Deville. I had to do like a triple take. But she was tagging up with who the fuck was she tagging up with? My girl, Dakota Kai. Strike first, strike hard, no mercy, Dakota Kai. And they took on Ember Moon and her tag partner, Shotzi Blackheart. And of course, when you get Shotzi, you get the fucking tank. I love that fucking tank. They were double doing it last night with Ember also on the tank. They shot some fucking fire off of that shit. Commentary got all scared. So I like it, man. They've been kicking ass thus far. I knew this match would be good. Match time was 17 minutes long. In Beth Phoenix's words, it was one hell of a match, and I quote, and it was. It was a frantic pace throughout, passionate facial expressions, and moments of sheer desperation added to the believability of the match. And I always love that, man. When your mannerisms and your expressions, your movements, everything is clicking, and they're feeding off of one another, that's when the match is going to be that much more believable. You truly felt each of these ladies wanted that Dusty trophy. I love that shit. And the breakout star here was Raquel Gonzalez. She was the centerpiece of this match, and she was phenomenal throughout. And when I say centerpiece, I mean legitimately the centerpiece of this match. And thus far, that was the match of her career. And I've seen just about all of them for Raquel Gonzalez. That was the match of her career. That was the one that has put her on the map. I cannot praise her power and performance any more than I am currently. Just phenomenal, man. That's the one word I can use. I have to steal AJ Styles' word on there, man. She was phenomenal last night. The finish saw Gonzalez literally eliminate Ember Moon from the equation. She went to the outside and just shoulder checked Ember Moon right into the plexi off of the staging area. Then she gets back in and she subsequently pins Shotzi Blackheart. What'd she do? Like that fucking choke slam that she does, I believe, is what put Shotzi away. And I'm not a fan of Dakota Kai jumping on top of Gonzalez to get the pin. That I didn't like, because that should be highly illegal in terms of the match rules, right? The ref was just like, fuck it. Everybody join in, right? I'm surprised the fucking catering crusaders didn't storm around the ring and then say, hey, let's all pile on Gonzalez. Because the ref is staring at Kai on top of Gonzalez and he just keeps counting. But you can't have 2 people covering one person. There's rules. It's a legit tag match, is it not? I don't believe this was tornado rules. I don't believe this was no DQ, correct? Or am I wrong here? It was straight up, correct? All right, then. That's what I'm saying. All right, so I am correct. So what the fuck is the ref look? He's looking at Dakota. Excuse me for paying this much attention to logic and common sense. That pissed me off, man. Come on. The ref was calling everybody out who was in that ring, man. He was yelling at them to get to the outside the entire match. But when it comes time for the actual pin, he lets 2 people pin one person. Doesn't make sense. I need the rules. But I'm willing to overlook it. All right, I will fucking move on with it because the match was damn good in a damn good way to start the event. I got a little bit passionate there. It was such a good match. to end it like that, man. It was, come on, man. Somebody has to be paying attention to that. You can't do that shit. Once you start losing the rules, and once things don't make sense to even the casual fan, well, that's when things go off the rails. We see it with the main roster all the time. I don't want to see it with NXT. NXT's always been better than the main roster, usually anyway. So, I don't know. See you guys up in here. Carlos, what's up, dog? Thank you for the coffee, man. That was a great match, BC. These girls shined. Yeah, I thoroughly enjoyed it. And again, everybody held their own, Carlos, but it was Gonzalez that was like, what the where is this coming from? I mean, she was the centerpiece of that match. I would have thought it would have been Ember. I would have thought maybe Dakota. If not those two, definitely Shotzi. Nope. Gonzalez did the thing in there, man. Pretty badass. I love seeing that. Thank you, Carlos, for that coffee. So, first match, we're off to the races. I'm glad they gave the women, and I think they felt they had to do that because you still have the triple threat schmaz coming up later on. So, they wanted to break up the women's action. I don't know. I don't know. And you had the other Dusty Classic too, man. That's what I mean. If you don't watch NXT, you guys see the ratings. Not a lot of people are watching NXT anymore. So this takeover was probably not captivating on paper to a lot of people. They're probably seeing a couple of tag matches that kind of didn't make sense. People kind of thrusted together like this. And they're thinking, what's the beef? What's the feud? You know, and if you don't watch NXT, then you got Pete Dunne versus Finn Balor. And Pete Dunne thus far has not been like that main event player on takeovers. And then you got a triple threat schmaz. So I don't know, man. A lot of people maybe would have on paper just thrown this to the wayside. But if you gave it a chance last night, if you did catch it, solid first match. Let's see if they could keep the momentum. We're going to go over to the second matchup right now. Hold on. Are we? Yeah, this was for the North American Championship. Oh, hold on. I got Papo Jr. up in here with a 10 spot. 2 coffees for the Ant-Man. Thank you, Papo, man. It's just good to see you up in here, dude. There was a time where Ember Moon was arguing with the ref about the tag, and she could have just tagged Shotzi. She was right next to her. Instead, she continued to argue with the ref. She dum-dum. Papo, that's what I mean. But like I said earlier, Papo Jr., there were several times where the ref was irate at people making sure they got to the outside. That's why it didn't coincide with the actual finish. That's why I was a little bit more ticked off. You know, it's all fine when you're trying to make your spots. But at the finish, where it's the biggest culminating moment of the entire match, that is not where you should be fucking up. Somebody has to say, get her out of there. Exactly, Papo. I distinctively remember that as well. That's one of the times I was talking about. Oh, man. NJPW girls up in here. What up? Now, I want to get into match number 2 real quick, guys. This, again, was for the North American Championship. Champion Johnny Gargano, Johnny Wrestling, versus challenger Kushida. Match time clocked in at 27 minutes. This was a good match. Heart, soul, dedication to the craft, as Vic Joseph described it, and I quote, a technical chess match. I just wish I cared a little bit more about it. I think when you start at the top and we've seen the very best, it's hard to maintain that. And what I mean by that is we've seen a classic masterpiece at NXT New Orleans with Gargano and Tommaso Ciampa. We saw a classic masterpiece at NXT Portland between Gargano and Finn Balor. We've seen a classic masterpiece at NXT New York between Adam Cole and Johnny Gargano. I mean, you just think about all of the classics Gargano has been in with some main event players. And then you get Kushida here. And as much as I like Kushida, and I'm happy he gets this match, in terms of anticipation and care, this feud and match was way down on the totem pole. Again, if you don't watch NXT at all, you're seeing, even if you like Kushida, you're seeing Gargano versus Kushida. Of course it's going to be a damn solid match. But Gargano takeover-esque? With a championship on the line after you've seen Gargano and Tommaso, Gargano and Balor, Gargano and Cole, I can go on and on. That's what I mean, man. Up front, lackluster in care. But the match, of course, was good, man. There was no way the match wasn't going to be good. It's Gargano versus Kushida. Takeover worthy? Yes. Again, when you've seen so many classic masterpieces with this dude, you prioritize it in terms of the totem pole. It was kind of low for me. But But it was good to see Kushida in there in this spot. Gargano pins Kushida via the one final beat. Gargano retains his North American title. Absolutely the right call. And again, a good solid match. So I have no beef. Unlike the first match where I loved everything about it but the actual finish. This one I have no beef at all. I just wish I cared a little bit more from it. So, yeah, I don't know. What'd you guys think about match number 2, man? Gargano versus Kushida. I'm on a 5-second delay here, guys. Gargano should have a good, long, meaningful reign. Says, yeah, no doubt. Lucas, match of the night. Okay. So that one definitely lived up. It was okay, Snallygaster. Warrior Nation loved it. Johnny Wrestling is NXT for life, says the Lenonator. Marie Applewhite says, very good. 10 out of 10. Loved it, DeMonte. It was okay, says Laura. Let's Go was a little on and off about it. All right, so I'm getting mixed reactions here, guys. Brandon says, I see what you mean, BC. Yeah, I mean, you see it on paper, and it doesn't live up, obviously, to some of Gargano's masterpieces, but the match was definitely good. Carlos with a 5-spot coffee. Thanks, dude. After Gargano's other classics, this one left a lot to be desired. My sentiments exactly, Carlos. That's exactly what I'm saying, man. I feel like Gargano, even with a championship, the last several months, I just feel like he's an afterthought on this show. And I know he's been in some meaningful segments. Still having good matches. They gave him a title. You remember this guy was a main event player. And now I feel like he definitely dropped. And as somebody just said, he's NXT for life. Well, is that a good thing or not? I don't know. How far can you keep going? When you only have 5 TakeOver matches per TakeOver, when you have an NXT organization that keeps getting more and more people in there, you start to fade farther and farther into the abyss. I don't know, man. I know the main roster might be a demotion, but at some point, you got to have a change of scenery. You got to see if you can sink or swim. You got to see if you can captivate other audiences. Johnny Gargano, man, I don't know. Him and Tommaso are nowhere near where they were over a year ago. A couple of years, definitely. Over just 1 year ago. They're nowhere near where they used to be. It's a shame, man. All right, guys. So, should we go into the third match, man? Yeah, it looks like you guys are fucking pretty. You guys are split. Classics were so much better back in the day. Yeah, man. Yeah, but that's when NXT was better, though, man. You got to admit, NXT is different now, man. NXT is not what it used to be. I'll tell you that much. Men's Dusty Classic Tag Team Finale was in the match number 3 position. This was MSK versus GYV, Grizzled Young Vets. Match time clocked in at 18 minutes. Commentary were making comparisons to MSK and the Hardy Boys, but I see their chemistry much more like Marty Jannetty and Shawn Michaels, the Rockers, in the way that they work off of one another. Now, because MSK are the fast-paced thrill team, the Vets had to play a lot of defense and brace for high spots, which in turn made this not one of the Grizzled Young Vets' best matches. It just wasn't. And I like this team, and I know some of their best matchups. I was hoping this was going to deliver. I knew the style was going to be a little offsetting and highlight MSK much more. Unfortunately, this is what this was. It was an MSK clinic, and the Vets had to pretty much set up for all of that. You want to talk Grizzled Young Vet classics, you go into them versus Undisputed Era, even Mustache Mountain from NXT UK TakeOver. Those are classics. This one really highlighted MSK, but man, the Young Vets are so much better. And this was even still a good match. I'm not saying it wasn't a good match. Every match last night was pretty much good that I can think of. Schmaz could have been a lot better. We'll get to that in a second. But when you know the Grizzled Young Vets and what they can do, they were setting up a lot for MSK. This was a clinic for them. And MSK ends up defeating the Vets. I think this is Triple H's answer to AEW's Young Bucks. I think that is what he wants MSK to be. So, we'll see, man. Hey. Fit Spaceman, last night was great back to reality with Monday Night Whelp. I found a dope Packers jacket on my thrift spot. Size XL, you want it. I'm all set, Fit Spaceman, thank you. I got plenty of Packer paraphernalia, gear, wares, you name it, man. Thank you, Fit Spaceman, with that coffee. It is back to Monday Night Whelp, as you call it, man, no doubt. See what you guys thought about that Dusty Classic, man. MSK, cool visual with them. Just like with the women earlier in the night, cool visual with them holding, embracing that trophy with William Regal. So that was pretty cool. MSK are awesome. JR9 likes MSK. Batty Banks, what's up? Yeah, Suntivia Major, thank you. I totally forgot to even mention that. Don't forget to smash that like, guys. Already over 75 on an NXT review, middle of the day. People probably didn't even know was on, so... Thank you for smashing that. We'll get toward 100 easily by the time we are off the live stream. So thank you for reminding me, Suntivia Major. Let's Go says, I subscribe. Thank you. Yeah, hey, if you want to subscribe too, even better. That's cool, man. The Tube likes to take people off. The Tube doesn't necessarily like BC because I yell a lot. I use 4-letter words. And I guess I'm controversial to them, so they don't want to promote my vids. But you know what? My people still come back and subscribe, so fuck it. Ow! So it looks like you guys are down with MSK. Me too. Me too. This was easily just a clinic for them. I wish the grizzled young vets could have done a little bit more of their style, but not bad. I'm going to move on, guys. It looks like you guys are split on that too, but more people are down with that MSK. I'm a grizzled young vet dude, so I would have liked them winning this match, but I hear you. That's right. War Dogs. Oh, we just hit 100, actually, guys. Thank you. That was live. Pretty cool. Let's go to 125 now, man. Fourth match in the night. Well, first of all, they played a Cameron Grimes I'm Stacking Money music video, and it's one of the best character builders I've ever seen in pro wrestling in a long time. Cameron Grimes is funny as fuck, and if this is how they're going to promote and book this dude, then it ain't going to be long till Grimes is a bona fide superstar. Cameron Grimes in this music video, I wanted that shit to be 20 minutes long. That was fucking phenomenal. Cameron Grimes, I always liked this dude. His feud that he had in his storyline with Dexter Lumis, who you guys know I love, man, I thought that was great going into the Halloween season especially, so it was beautifully done, beautiful timing, and it's cool to see that they haven't given up on Grimes since. Grimes is fucking awesome, man. How do you guys feel about Grimes? Grimes is going to the moon. He is so good, says JR9. Fuck yeah, to the moon, Eddie. This is for real. Oh, man, you ain't kidding. Yeah, you guys are liking Grimes too, man. I told you, when I first started digging Grimes, I would talk a lot about him. A lot of you guys didn't want anything to do with him. You're like, fuck it. Just another person BC likes. I'm not really down with it. Now people are starting to come around, though, to Cameron. Hold on, I want to make sure I got my... He should be on TV more often, says Brett. Yeah, no doubt, man. I think he will. I think they're really starting to groom this guy for something special, man. Brandon, I was LOL and legit, bro. Like, literally out loud, man. Yeah. Jacob Donnelly with a coffee up in here, man, with that 5-spot. Jacob, thank you. First NXT show I've watched in a few months. Enjoyed the show, and I wish NXT was moved to a different night so more people would watch. Yeah, Jacob, that would help both AEW and, I mean, I'm telling you right now, if NXT moved to a new night, I think AEW is surpassing 1 million on a consistent week-to-week basis. And I think NXT could absolutely crack 750, and that's a good start for them consistently. So I agree. The reason, you know this, Jacob Donnelly, the reason that Triple H isn't going to want to move is because he's stubborn like the old man in Stamford. He knows that he was on Wednesday nights first, so AEW went to Wednesday nights, even though it wasn't on cable. Triple H feels like he was disrespected. That's a slap in the face. My product is on Wednesday. It's bad enough people have to go on the network to watch it. Now you're coming with a show that's right on cable. They have no reason to go on the network. They don't have to watch my show at all now. So Triple H is like, fuck you, dude. So him and Vince had to put that shit on Wednesday nights. Vince loves it because it's going to split the audience. All Vince cares, Vince doesn't care if NXT fucking survives or not. Vince just wants to make sure AEW does not survive. So as long as that's splitting the audience, Vince is happy. And Triple H wants to get the upper hand on AEW. He feels slighted. He's very stubborn, just like Vince. I don't see that happening, Jacob. You're absolutely correct, but I don't see it happening. You know how stubborn H is, man. Yeah. Would you guys like to see, who would you like to see move? Who do you feel is in the wrong, guys? Do you feel that NXT should move and them going to cable was fucked up? Or do you think AEW, who, yeah, they have basketball and sports to work around, so Wednesday night was one of their only nights, but still, that's a slap in the face to Triple H. So do you feel that AEW should move to another night? A lot of you guys from the jump are saying NXT should get the boot. NXT should move because AEW is beating them, War Dog says. Malik, Vince is in the wrong by making NXT versus AEW. Yeah, but you know, he wants to split the audience, and as long as he's doing that, means less viewers for AEW, and WWE can succeed even when they're failing these days. Demonte says, fuck yes, NXT should move. Easy E18, AEW should move to Mondays. A lot of people think it's too early for that, but I'm going to tell you something right now, Easy. I think they would score over 1 million if they were doing that. Because Monday is the night. I know TNA Impact once tried to do that and they fell on their faces. I think AEW would survive a lot better. I would love to see that on Mondays, to be honest. Much more fun than Wednesday nights. A lot of you guys are saying NXT should move. So, I don't know, man. I don't see it happening. It looks like AEW is secure in that spot. It looks like Triple H is securely stubborn. And it looks like Vince is happy with them splitting the audience. Who knows, man? Match number 4 of the NXT TakeOver Vengeance Day was, what was it? Triple Threat Women's Championship. Yeah, man. I don't like schmaz matches. So for me, on paper, I was like, fuck, come on, man. And I love Io Shirai. I really like Toni Storm. I don't mind Martinez. She has glimpses where she's just fucking great. And then there's performances where I'm like, come on, you're better than that. But as a schmaz, I didn't need this on my TakeOver. But it's what we got, so I was willing to give this a chance. As you know, let them do their thing, man. Let's see if they give them 20 minutes. And they didn't. They didn't. They only gave this triple threat, Io Shirai versus Toni Storm versus Martinez. They only gave this 13 minutes for 3 individuals in a title match at TakeOver. Only 13 minutes. Io Shirai wins this thing via the badass moonsault onto Martinez. Io retaining that title was the only call that you could go with here. For a triple threat title match that was given only 13 minutes. I wish it was 30. 13. They packed a lot into this match. Toni Storm more than delivered with the 13 minutes that she was given. So no shade over to Toni Storm either. I personally expect more from a TakeOver title match. I just do. And I know a lot of you guys do as well. But these ladies did good, and this was just a stepping stone to get Io closer to Mania weekend, where I believe she's going to drop that title and then begin her journey on the main roster. I know that scares a lot of us. Vince McMahon with Io Shirai now, controlling Io. Look what he's done with fucking Asuka. Look at Kairi Sane. She already fucking ran straight back to Japan, and I don't blame her. So what the fuck is he going to do with Io? I don't know, but from what I'm hearing is Io, Mania weekend, is the call-up. We'll see, man. What do you guys feel about it? Did anybody see that triple threat match last night for the women's title? And how do you feel about it? Salute to you guys, man. I see you, Strict Tango, with that 2 spot. Thank you, Strict Tango. BC, I'm Sasha Banks fan. I only watch WWE for her. Well, at least you're watching for somebody that knows what the fuck they're doing in that ring, Strict Tango. Because this is a pro Sasha Banks channel. So I'm with you on that, man. That's a good pro wrestler to follow, man. One of the best in that women's division. Christopher Blackshear says, Vince better not fuck her up. Toni Storm broke the table with one hand. Yeah. Talk about a little bit of a botch that wasn't so little, huh? Tony storming that table botch, man. That's WWE, man. Jacob Donnelly says, didn't expect it to be so quick. I kind of did, Jacob, knowing that's... It shows you when they put the triple threat together that they didn't put a lot of effort or thought into this. You know, that's usually what you get when you get a triple threat. You get schmozzery in terms of the time that they're given. You get schmozzery in terms of the action in the finish. It's a schmoz. I'm old school. I like when there's a champion versus a challenger. One champion, one challenger. Let's get it on. Yeah, Lucas. Yeah, I think everybody was laughing when Tony... You're talking about the table spot, I'm thinking, right? Yeah, Blueprint. Go back and watch that after the stream, man. Watch the whole match and tell me what you guys think. I feel I want more than 13 minutes out of 3 individuals on a takeover with a championship on the line. Christopher, I do want Belair versus Sasha at WrestleMania. I don't want to wait till SummerSlam. I don't have to. That's a WrestleMania match. It's not a SummerSlam match. Why do I have to dumb myself down? Dumb my WrestleMania card down? Why? I want a dream match at WrestleMania. Give it to me there. And I would have Sasha retain. And then at SummerSlam, you get the epic rematch because everybody needs to see it again because you gave them like an hour-long Iron Woman match at Mania. So we have to see it again. And that's where Belair takes it. If I'm booking that shit. BC, who do you want McIntyre facing at Mania? Jer9 Gaming. McIntyre. Yeah, I know, because we got Edge versus Roman. That's a dream match. That should absolutely be at Mania. Drew McIntyre, if they did this fucking correctly, you could have played on that friendship with Keith Lee, but they already ruined that. I mean, they ruined that friendship in the first month, but they could have done something epic with Keith Lee. So you get the old-timer and Edge. You guys call him old-timer. He's 47, and he's still got a lot of matches left in him. He ain't no part-timer, bro. He's still rocking. He says he's going to be as full-time as possible going forward, and he deserves a redemption story and conclusion. So you got the 47-year-old Edge, but over here you could have had a young buck like Keith Lee. But they ruined that. So what do you guys think, man? What do you guys think about Drew McIntyre's opponent for WrestleMania? Do you guys got any good names? This is where I turn it over to you guys, man. Because Edge versus Drew McIntyre does nothing for me. Nothing. 2 faces, no storyline. Stop. Mr. Black Ice 22 with a 2 spot. I see you up in here, dog. Sasha versus Belair. That's a fucking main eventer. Mr. Black Ice, no doubt. There's 2 WrestleMania nights this year. There's no reason Belair and Sasha can't end one of the nights in an Iron Woman match. 60 fucking minutes. I agree, Mr. Black Ice. Who? Oh, Lashley. Iron Riaz. Yeah, man. Lashley, just like Keith Lee, if they booked it properly. But he's playing in the mid-card with fucking, who knows now? Matt Riddle. And now isn't there somebody else now? Looking like a triple threat? I think it is Keith Lee, actually. So, dudes that could have been in the main event, they're playing around in the mid-card. Some of you guys are saying John Cena. That would be fun. But then the internet wrestling community would implode. Oh my God, Edge is over here going for a title. John Cena over here. What about the young guys, you know? They're not making any star. I can see the interweb community imploding. So, Cena would be fun. That would be main event worthy. But wow, would everybody be a bitchin'? Everybody would be moaning at that point. King J, I think Damian Priest, it's too early. No, he just got to the main roster. And unfortunately, get ready for this. They have him in a tag match currently scheduled for Mania. Damian Priest and a Bad Bunny versus Miz and Morrison. Which that opens up another question. When the hell is Miz going to cash in this briefcase? After Mania, isn't it already Money in the Bank? Don't you only have 1 year to cash that bitch in? I know, I'm coming at you guys with a lot of questions today, but that's what we do on this channel, man. We're going to open the forum. We're all going to just shoot the shit for a good hour at least. Or ish, I don't know. Close to an hour. Oh, chat's going fast. I can't even see what else, man. Man, I don't know, man. You see, I would go see a Rollins versus Roman feud at WrestleMania. Yeah, man, I was okay with Rollins winning the Rumble and doing that, actually. I didn't see who that was. The chat's moving fast. But yeah, I'm absolutely okay with that. But they went with Edge, and now Edge versus Roman is the one that makes sense. Obviously, that's WrestleMania worthy. That's where the story is. Fuck, man. That's a take my money times 2 situation. But Rollins, yeah, and you couldn't even have him go back to Raw because we've already seen Rollins versus McIntyre a million fucking times. So I don't know, man. I don't have a good answer for Drew McIntyre. We got to see. I would have had Karrion Kross get called up and have a badass feud with him. It looks to be too late now. There's no way you can just have Karrion get up there. Yeah, I realize I'm the same way. I keep calling Karrion Kross Killer Kross as well. So, but I know when I do that, people are going to be like, what? Who's that? So I got to get used to Karrion. So yeah, we just went over the match 4 of the night. That was the schmaz. Io Shirai keeps the championship. That's what should have happened. There's no ifs, ands, or buts, man. There's no way Io had that long title reign just to lose it in a triple threat match in 13 minutes in a schmaz. Come on. Now, the main event was an NXT championship match. This was champion, and thank you for the 125 that smashed that like, man. We're headed toward 150 now on the live stream. Appreciate it. And trust me, pretty cool because not a lot of people even watch NXT. So the fact that we're doing this bonus live stream and you guys are showing the love, pretty cool. Thank you. Finn Balor versus Pete Dunne. This is the main event, championship on the line. This was 25 minutes in length. Opening bell to the finish. Balor with the W after the coup de grace, followed by the 1916 good old-fashioned sheer catch-as-catch-can wrestling. End of the show. Worthy? No. The match was awesome. It was, at times, awesome. I mean, the story that they were telling together, really cool. But it's catch-as-catch-can. There was a lot of, it was another one of those technical chess matches. So some people may have thought that some glimpses of it was boring, but if you like that old school, I mean, Timothy Thatcher can come across as kind of boring at times. I get you there. But Pete Dunne, he does it in a different way when he gets to that kind of knit and grit. So I enjoyed a little bit more with Dunne, to be honest. So him and Balor, I felt even what others would presume to be a boring spot, I felt it was actually good. But end of the night, there was nothing on the show at that point to go, wow, what a takeover. Or, oh, what a moment. Or something newsworthy that we're going to talk about when the show goes off the air. There was nothing really. Balor wins. He exits the ring. He starts to go up the rampway. And I just felt that it was underwhelming. It's a pay-per-view special event. Where is the big moment? Where is the big news story? Feuds that are catapulted to the future, etc. Thankfully, Triple H felt the same, and post-match, Larkin and Birch attack Balor up at the rampway. They bring him back to the ring. They beat the shit out of him. Undisputed Era comes out for the save. O'Reilly and Balor seem to show the ultimate respect for one another. Like, they had a moment in there. They had a moment where they were literally just showing respect for one another. And O'Reilly was looking at Balor saying, dude, that's respect, man. You earned our respect. All you got to do is trust us, because we ain't going to turn on you. And Balor's like, all right. Now, the whole time, Cole was looking skeptical. The entire time, Adam Cole was kind of in the background looking at Balor like, motherfucker, that's what he's telling you. But they get in formation, and they give the Undisputed Era sign. And out of nowhere, man, almost like an RKO, Adam Cole, shady. It was Adam Cole, baby, but it's a little shady right now. He super kicks Finn Balor, and Balor is dropped right where he was standing, knocked out. And O'Reilly's pissed off. He's like, dude, what are you doing? We just told him to trust us. And he's yelling out to Cole. He's yelling, this is bullshit. That's a quote. This is bullshit. What are you doing? Bullshit. And he, like an RKO out of nowhere, gets a super kick to his mug, upside his dome piece, and O'Reilly is dropped where he was standing. So Adam Cole turns his back literally on his own Era members. He super kicked one of the founding fucking members. You could say Finn Balor is one thing. He wasn't a founding member. They're still on the outs. He wants that title. Okay. But super kicking your dog? I mean, you started this thing with him. You turned on your boy. Adam Cole, shady. I liked it, though. I like this, man. Roddy Strong. Cole exits the ring, and our last visual before the show went off the air is Roddy Strong looking down at the carnage that Cole had just created. And Roddy's face said it all, man. It was like, what the fuck just happened? What did we do? And Roddy's conflicted, and we fade to black and we go off the air. What do you guys think about that finish? That's right, War Dog. Adam Cole, shady. Because that was shady. He turned his back on his founding member, man. Yeah, Lucas, I love how Roddy's conflicted right now. And that's what I mean about Fish, too. Like, where do we really... Yeah, Brendan, can we have the 10-bell salute for the Undisputed Era? They were the group of NXT, man. I think we're always going to remember them as the most dominant faction in NXT. What up, Cornelius? I can see why they did it. I'm just over teams breaking up. I know they got to feel like they got to get that shock value, Warrior Nation. Some people do think that it was time for Undisputed Era, though. I do feel I could have done a bit more with them. Looks like you guys at least enjoyed it, though. Whether you liked it or not, in terms of would you have done it, I bet Bobby Fish is torn now, NJPW girl. Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see. Like we were just talking about with Roddy and what he chooses and Bobby Fish and where they really ultimately go with Adam Cole. Shady! Real sorry to see the end of era. Carlos, I see that coffee, man. Yeah, man. There was a piece of me that's like, this is cool. And there was a piece of me going, oh no, that's like, that was the brotherhood, you know? And now you really can tell, like, either somebody's getting called up soon, maybe for Mania, and I think you guys know who I'm talking about, or they just felt they had to do this knee-jerk reaction to try to get some momentum for their television show. Thank you, Carlos. I don't know, man. That was a major move played last night. I didn't want Undisputed Era 2 breakups, Snallygaster. Yeah, man, people are conflicted. It was fun to see everybody, like, it was this back and forth in the community. Because everyone was like, what the fuck are you doing, man? That's the most dominant faction. There's no need for them to break up right now. We're going into Mania season. But they got people talking, and that's what I mean. Nothing before that. We had some good matches, but we always do for TakeOver, if you noticed. But we had nothing that was really newsworthy. And coming out of a pay-per-view special event, you need something to talk about. This was something to talk about, and everybody is talking about this shit. So, a lot of people compare it to where they, when Roddy turned his back on Pete Dunne. Yeah, I take that, Tariq, but I'll elevate that. I'll amplify that a little bit. But I got those same vibes. But I think this was even more amplified because people know how important Undisputed Era is to NXT. So, but yeah, man, it had people fucking talking for sure. Austin Aries, could he have been something in WWE? 28 Little Harris. Yeah, because he was a mouthpiece, man. Forget his size. If they booked him semi-correctly, Austin Aries would have been something cool. Not just 205 Live bullshit. He could have been something actually special. I actually had some good storylines for Austin Aries. When I have more time in the future, maybe we'll talk about that, man. But when Austin Aries was starting to gain some steam, I actually had some cool things for him if I was booking shit. But there's no way Vince would do business with BC. Because then the product would have to be good. By the way, I totally forgot, guys. That was the main event. That's how we went off the air. Adam Cole, Shade A. We'll see what happens on Wednesday. I forgot to mention this. Eli Drake signed with NXT under the name LA Knight. Okay. This dude was out there on the pre-show already cutting fire promos, I will say that. You got LA Knight, Eli Drake, already cutting better promos than half of NXT's roster. At least. So at least in that era, or area, I should say, that's good to see. My problem, as I always say, it's this way in every promotion, AEW, WWE, and I'll say it with NXT especially. I don't know what their end game is here for Triple H. What are they doing? They keep bringing more and more people in. You only have 5 matches per takeover. You have great talent that can't even get TV time. You're just becoming another main roster. So they're sucking in all this talent just to keep it away from AEW. Or just to keep, even at this point, I wouldn't doubt them trying to have New Japan Pro Wrestling not sign anybody big. ROH. You never know with Vince and even Triple H. But these companies have to stop bringing everybody in and stop relying on who they have. They have such epic talent, and it gets wasted because they want more. But this isn't Pac-Man on Atari. You're not trying to gobble up every fucking... What do you gobble up on Pac-Man? What the fuck is he gobbling up? Cherries? Well, you're not trying to get every fucking cherry. It should be like you're trying to run away from every fucking ghost. Don't pick up every fucking cherry you see along the way. Sonic the Hedgehog, how's that? With the fucking coins. Remember Sonic for Sega? Am I dating myself? I don't play a lot of games, but I played Sonic. And I remember the goal was picking up as many fucking coins as you could. But what happens when Sonic got smashed in the mouth, he would lose all his coins. Does anybody remember that? Well, what happens when you gobble up all these coins, eventually Triple H is going to get smacked in his fucking mouth and he's going to lose all his coins. Does that even make sense? That's a crazy analogy. Who knows? Hopefully you guys get my point. This is too much talent. There was a dozen superstars last night that weren't even on that takeover that should have been. A dozen. Rings. What'd I say? Coins? My gamers out there are like, BC, they're not coins. Rings. That's right. Rings. You guys played Sonic, I see then. Good. Sega! Remember that shit? Eli Drake, I don't know, cutting a good promo. Now he's going to take somebody else's spot. You damn well know it. Coins were in Mario, that's right. Remember you would do some boink your fucking head. Ding, 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 ding. Tell me you've played that shit. I better not be looking like a lunatic on this fucking live stream. Oh, then again, I probably already do. Remember, you find a secret brick and then you just fucking boing your fucking head like you're watching Monday Night Raw every Monday. You just want to hit your fucking dome piece on a brick wall. Ding, 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 ding. Ding, 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 ding. Where you get a coin every time you dink your fucking head. Starting to lose it, guys. The coffee's starting to hit me. This was my third one in the last 2 hours, so. But yeah, you would bonk your head. That's right. That's where the coins were. The fuck are we talking about? That was NXT. Thank you, guys. We're hitting almost 150 live. You guys are the best, man. Only on this channel can we talk about shit like this, man, and just have a ball, shoot the shit, have a laugh. Even when we're talking about some tragic shit like overbooking the roster with individuals, because that is going to be an issue with NXT. I'm already seeing it. Oh, man. You guys heard about the Raw preview for tonight, for those of you that are just joining? Gauntlet match tonight. They're going to give away the final spot for Elimination Chamber. Drew McIntyre, Sheamus, Miz, AJ Styles, Jeff Hardy, all of them. They're all going to be in a gauntlet match tonight. Whoever wins is going to be the last participant inside the chamber. Same thing they did with Kofi a year or two ago and Seth Rollins. That's how Kofi Mania was brought. So they're going to try to recreate that feeling. They're going to try to capture lightning in a bottle. I don't see how that's going to fucking work, to be honest. We'll fucking see, man. Yeah, Jacob Donnelly, me too. Triple threats, fatal four ways. WWE has made me hate almost every type of match because they over abuse it. JR9 Gaming, I see you up in here with that 3-spot, man. Awesome stream, BC. Loved it. Check you later. Thank you, JR9 Gaming. I'm glad you enjoyed it, man. A little impromptu hour-long stream. Talk a little bit of NXT. Thank you, JR9. Means a lot, man. Strict Tango with a 2-spot up in here. Toni Storm versus Sasha would be a dream match. Book that shit. For many people, maybe not a dream match yet because they still have to get used to Toni Storm. You probably know a lot about Toni, Strict Tango, as do I. But a lot of people would like to get to know her a little bit more. Bianca Belair is one of those that the day she arrived on the main roster, we were telling casuals, you better do your homework. But in the future, absolute dream match, man. If they book Tony correctly, give her time, and Tony performs to the level that she's capable of, future dream match for sure. Thank you, Strict Tango. Gabriel Boss, Ron 25 spot. Thank you for that. BC, much respect. Your reviews are top notch. Are you thinking on going to Tampa for Mania this year? I don't know they don't even know what they're doing. Gabriel Boss. They don't know what they're doing with tickets. They don't know if how many they're gonna sell, how many are gonna be cardboard cutouts like we saw at WrestleMania. So I'm not sure what's going on yet. I would love to attend, to be honest, but it doesn't look like it's happening this year, to be honest, Gabriel. But I love Florida, man. It's a second home for me. I just don't see if they just announce something, right? Like they should know something by now. Like we're going to fill half the stadium, or we're going to fill a quarter of it. We're going to fill 10,000. You should know. You can easily social distance people. Look what they did at the Super Bowl. Or just say we're not going to. But you can't tell people a month before the fucking show. Or maybe they are going to, Gabriel Boss. I don't fucking know. Thank you for that, Super, and thank you for the coffees. Gabriel Boss means a lot. But yeah, first we got to see what they're even doing for WrestleMania. For sure. Thanks, brother. Mr. Black Ice 22's up in here with a 5-spot coffee. Throwback, Triple H versus The Rock. Backlash. Wait until JR says, I want you to count to 3. The Rock can't even stand. And check out that pop. Whoa, man, was massive. I don't usually have time to go check things out afterwards, man. I'm busy as fuck, but I'm going to keep that in mind, Mr. Black Ice, because I love listening to old school nostalgia pops, which is why I always tell you guys about Stone Cold coming out and hitting The Rock with the steel chair upside his dome piece and putting Mick Foley on top of him. That was the pop of all pops. But yeah, if I get time, Mr. Black Ice, I'll check that out. Thank you for the coffee. I love mega pops from back in the day, man. Carlos with that coffee, 5 spots. Salute, BC. Later. Carlos, glad you caught this impromptu bonus vid, man. Salute to Carlos. You guys remember that one? Yeah, no roll-ups tonight, NJPW girl. I say 2 again, just like I told JR9 last week. I was wrong. There was only 1, even though the Catering Crusaders were probably pinning each other backstage at Catering for R-Truth's fucking roll-up title. That's what I call it. It's the roll-up title, man. It's the roll-up invitational. James Miller, 5-spot. Just got all the merch. Now doing the coffee. Oh, 5-spot coffee. Thank you, James, for that coffee, man. Who, the Amplified merch? Is that what you're talking about? Is my merch even down there on a live stream? Oh, yeah, you can still purchase the merch. I didn't know you could do that on live streams. Oh, that's pretty cool. Hold on. Is that what you're talking about, James, or did you purchase somebody else's fucking merch? We'll be on the lookout for that. Well, if so, thank you, James. That's awesome, dude. Thank you for the coffee especially, too. I saw Mr. Anything up in here. Hold on. This is going kind of... Oh, Mr. Anything for Salinas. 5-spot. Thank you, dog. Good to see you up in here. Sorry I didn't make it for the review. Snowstorm in Houston. Unbelievable. Are you serious? Houston, Texas has a snowstorm? Tonight's new entrance for Nia Jax. She injures mouse holes. I may have to carry that over to tomorrow, Mr. Anything for Salinas. She injures mouse holes. Oh, I like that, actually. We can work that one in there, man. Houston, Texas. Damn, man. Yeah, I was watching the Daytona 500. I was trying to anyway yesterday. And they ran a few laps, and then they didn't end it until like 9 hours later, 10 hours later, till like midnight, because they had some heavy fucking storms coming in. Thank you, Mr. Anything. Oh, James Miller says, yes. All right, so you're caught up on the merch. You're going to love it, man. Good quality, man. Thank you, James. Yes, the BC, the merch. Thank you, James. I saw that with another coffee. Awesome, man. Hope you enjoy it. I'm wearing it all the time. Not because I'm a mark for myself, but it's comfortable as fuck. Thank you, James. Big Nang's up in here with a 2-spot. What up, Big Nang? Yo, BC. Drew Sheamus or Fiend Orton for WrestleMania WWE title? Drew Sheamus does nothing for me, so they better get rid of that. Get that done by Elimination Chamber or even Fastlane, but get rid of it. In Fiend versus Orton, not for the title. I want to see it again, no doubt. The story is fucking epic. But The Fiend doesn't need to be anywhere near a title. He's too good. The character is too good for the title. That's why I don't want to see The Fiend versus Drew McIntyre, to be honest. And you guys know how much I love The Fiend, Bray Wyatt. I love Bray Wyatt. To me, he's one of the most creative minds in the business. But he doesn't need a championship. He doesn't need to be in that picture. So, neither, Big Nang, neither. But I do want to see Orton and Fiend at Mania. So, yeah. That was pretty legit, right? That was straight out. There's no hesitation on that one. I think I got caught up on my supers for you guys, man. Where was Oh yeah, hold on. I'm trying to. This thing is moving fucking fast, man. I gotta do that slow chat thing. But then I get caught up in behind again. Texas, it's getting snow. Yeah, you guys fucking confirmed that shit. That is insane, man. I didn't even think that was possible. Truthfully. Much love to Texas. Hey, we know, man. We're dealing with February has dropped inches and inches of fucking snow. I can't even tell you. We already had a couple snowstorms. One of them was a blizzard. We got more coming, I believe, tomorrow or is it Thursday? I don't know. We got another storm coming. All right, guys. So listen, that was everything I had. I said this was going to be less than an hour. It turned out to be more than an hour. My bad. I just want to make sure there's no big news before I get off the live stream. So hold on, guys. Make sure there's no big news to talk about so we can all head out here. Oh, no. Remember I broke news to you guys? Or I didn't break it, but I told a lot of you about it. That Bow Wow, after he drops his latest album, he wants to go to WWE, and he's got an in because he can just talk to Snoop Dogg, and Snoopy Dogg will make sure that he's in there. Check this out, man. I'm reading rapper Bow Wow is set to begin training with Hall of Famer Rikishi. So we're going to see Bow Wow within the next year. I don't think he's going to be in NXT because Vince is going to want to have him. I mean, you already see what they're doing with a Bad Bunny. So now we got Bow Wow. I'm just getting word of this now, guys. How do you guys feel about Bow Wow? This is not a joke, by the way. I'm literally I just saw that. Bow Wow versus Ramblin' Rabbit, Chelsea. You know it. Oh, fuck. Mr. Block Ice. At what point do you just laugh it off? Exactly. Yeah, that's not a joke, guys. Bow Wow. SOS TDM 617. What up? Bow Wow my ass. Fuck Bow Wow, says Eddie. It's happening, man. OMG, please no, Christian Rivera. Hey, BC, did you hear that John Morrison's wife has signed with NXT, Stacey Brown? Is that true? I mean, not that I don't think you're, not that I don't think you don't know what you're talking about, but that would be an interesting dynamic. I'm not reading anything about it right now. Oh, yeah. Taya? Whatever the fuck. Taya? That's right. I did hear about that. Yeah. Just forgot they were together, to be honest with you. Totally forgot they were together, guys. I don't know what I was thinking. Well, that's what I mean, though. All right, so that just proves my point. Look at the roster in NXT. Look at the females. Same thing with Eli Drake. Whose spot is he going to take? Now they're bringing her on in. Well, whose spot is she taking? Candice LeRae isn't getting no fucking match on there. You're not getting Xia Li last night. I would love to see Xia Li start getting TakeOver matchups. I go on and on. I'll sit here for fucking next 10 minutes calling out another 30 females that are waiting for a takeover. They're filling up, man. They're fucking Sonic collecting those rings or Mario dinging those coins. They're collecting. Pac-Man collecting those fucking cherries. And nobody knows what to do with them. Triple H is doing exactly what McMahon used to do when he used to buy territories. Gobble, gobble, gobble. All they care about is making sure nobody else can grab these talents. Trust me, man. Pimpe Zeus, I saw that, man. But you know what? Josh Matthews is no longer on Impact commentary, which is awesome. I can listen to it again at least. But now he's in like a production lead role or something. So he actually got a promotion. So he ain't gone, though. That sucks, man. When I first heard that, I'm like, good. We can get rid of fucking Josh Matthews and we can start anew. That dude is a joke, man. He's a fucking clown. He knows that shit. I told him that one day, man. I was around the fucking... They used to film, I don't know if they still do, they used to film at Universal Studios. There was an actual studio. And you would wait outside to get in and shit, and you would see fucking people coming out. But I was there just for the park. But I saw, and you guys know, I get along with some of these fucking wrestlers, like, outside of this whole shtick. So I went to say hello to a couple people. I saw fucking Matthews coming, and I made it a point. Because back when I was on social, we did a little fucking beef. We had a little bit of something. And I made it a point to fucking tell him exactly what I thought about him. It wasn't kind. He didn't take kindly to it, but he acted like a fucking jackass instead of manning up. So that's when I lost even more respect. Fucking clown. He's a clown. Josh Matthews is a clown. Michael Cole 2.0, you guys are calling it, right? Negative 2.0. The dude is literally, he just mimics everything that Cole taught him. Any more news, guys, before I take off? I don't think so. Slow news cycle. Gabby Tuft. The fuck is Gabby Tuft? Formerly known as Tyler Rex. I am 90% sure there was no vision for me. Formerly known as Tyler Rex. What the fuck is it? So his name's Gabby, or am I saying that wrong? Fuck is Gabby? Why did he change his name? Tyler Rex. Lars Sullivan. Yeah, man. I knew that wasn't going to last, though. Lars was fucking... That was doomed from the jump. That was absolute. Damage 400. Rex is a no, what'd you say? Rex is a woman now. Damonte, he is a trans. What? He transitioned into a woman. JR9, what are you talking about? Tyler Rex? Fuck are you talking about? Are you serious? The guy was a brute. There's no fucking. Oh, shit. What the fuck? Damn. When did that happen? Gabby Tuft? Short and sweet. It was one of those, hey, boss, how you doing? Shake your hand and move on the way. I had short meetings with him. Oh, talking to Vince. Hawkins and I... When I knew I was signed and started... I'm trying to find information. I'm getting no information. I don't know how this happened. I don't even know what the fuck just happened. All right. Anyway. I don't even know what to say. What the fuck? What do you guys think about that, man? I know it's 2021. We're supposed to, hey, you know what I mean? But I mean, it's still a shock. Wouldn't you guys agree? I mean, we knew him as Tyler Rex. You guys told me he transitioned to a fucking woman. I'm like, no, he didn't. I turn out, I get a fucking picture, and he's a fucking woman. So are we supposed to, we're to each their own, no doubt. Nobody's ridiculing it. But are we not supposed to be shocked? What the fuck? What is happening? I don't even know what is happening anymore. Lucas says, what the hell is going on? I don't know. This is news to me. I don't know how. I think I must have seen that name, but I didn't think to click on it because the name didn't resonate with me. So I'm like, I don't have time to worry about Tabby Guft or Gift or Goofed or whatever the fuck. Carlos, he's married. Oh, I didn't know he was even married. So he's married to a woman? He's married to a woman, but he became a woman? Is that what I'm getting? I don't know. I'm old school, guys. I'm an old school alpha male. This is new to me. Renee, rewind. Too funny, BC. Rewind to see your face. Oh, I bet you it was shock, man. I can't believe what I'm reading right now. You know, again, when it's a wrestler that you've watched so many matches and you get this news, that's a shock, man. Yep, he's married to a woman, but he became a woman. Okay. So he's not gay, but he feels like a woman. Is that what I'm gathering? I'm trying to be sensitive to people's feelings here. I really am, guys. This is news to me. He did a Bruce Jenner. Yeah, but isn't all right. All right. Well, I'm going to stop talking about it because there's nothing I don't understand it, to be honest. So if I don't understand it, the best thing to do is just not talk about it. So because I'll end up fucking offending somebody, or somebody would be like, Beasley, leave him alone, and I'm like, well, what do you mean, fucking leave him alone? Of course I'm leaving him alone. Great for him, as long as he's happy or she's happy, whatever the fuck. It's just a shock to the system. It's right. Bruce Jenner did that too, yeah. But is Bruce Jenner attracted to the girls, or I don't understand that either. Then again, when you grow up with the fucking Kardashians, man, they'll fucking warp your dome piece a little bit, man. You can't blame Bruce for doing whatever the fuck Bruce does. He had to grow up with fucking 17 Kardashians. This dude gets a pass. The Kardashians, they talk like the Bellas. You ever see the Kardashians? Oh my God, John, why do you have so many rules? I just want 3 kids, John. John, why do you always do cow commercials? It's the same thing with the Kardashians. Oh my God, Chloe. Kendall, what are you doing? Oh, man. Nobody else notices that? Come on. Oh, man. We have literally just spent the last 15 minutes talking about nothing at all. Thank you for doing that with me. If you guys are just tuning in, you came here for an NXT review. We already actually did that. I was just drinking my coffee, having fun with you guys some more. So thank you for doing that with me. Salute to you guys. Much love and respect. We'll do it again tomorrow. Hopefully live, but I can't guarantee that. Because I do have a lot of stuff to do, but we'll have a Raw review tomorrow. I'm not looking forward to it, to be honest with you. We're going to tune in out of habit and hope like we usually do. But we'll see, man. We'll see what they give us. Gauntlet match. And then Drew McIntyre is scheduled to be on the Miz and Morrison dirt sheet. Or Miz TV, one of the two. Wow, that's captivating. He's probably going to start out there, and that's going to lead into the fucking Gauntlet match. Who the fuck knows? That is going to be so bad. Yep, somebody said no Miz TV again. Yeah, it's happening. Trust me. Let me make sure I got all my VIPs, guys. Oops. Now I'm just pressing buttons. All right, if I missed any supers, guys, much apologies. It's not letting me get my other screen, which is where I can get everybody in the past that is supered. So if I did miss you, I'll get you in the next video. I assure you, for the Raw review. For some reason, I can't get my other screen. Issues. We're botching like the referee last night in that fucking opening tag match. All right, guys, MG Jaws. That's right. Put those coffees up. Hot cocoa time. Otis Linkman. What up, Otis? I'm glad you caught the stream, man, even if it is the tail end. I don't know how long you've been up in this biatch. SOSTDM617, Warrior Nation, Dre Sean, Laura, Eddie, Christian Rivera. Thank you for over 175 on the thumbs up too, guys. You guys are awesome. We're headed toward 200 live. Suntivia Major, we'll check you leader. James Miller, hope you enjoy the merch down below, man. It's comfortable as fuck. You're going to love it. Thank you for the coffee. Cornelius, we'll check you. Chelsea Elaine. Brian Alex 21. War Dog. Tomeo the Gamer, check you. Christopher Blackshear, peace, brother. Renee G. El Paulo. Damage 400, check you. Kobe Talks, check you. JR9 Gaming. Brendan Neal. Pat Clark. Mr. Black Ice 22. Big Nang. Carlos. Red Team, go. Much love and respect, Carlos. Nate, Phillip, Lucas. I said Lucas, right? Lucas is a Packer fan. He gets a second shout out. Power Core, Blue Nation, Blueprint Nation. Much love and respect. El Palo, Pimp Jesus, Iron Riaz, MD Gaming 3315, Beast Morgan. Greetings from the Grindhouse. Mr. Anything for Salinas. Wow, man. All right. Fucking oxygen tank, oxygen tank. Much love, guys. It's everybody else too. It's going fast, and I can only fucking shout out so many people. Much love. We'll see what they put together tonight, and we'll talk about it tomorrow, guys. We'll check you. Another swig and salute for you guys. All right, check you.